So I was going to about is words. Can I see English? Can I do words? Can I do that? Can I do this? I as I was setting everything up, like I don't even have my phone set up on my phone stand right now. I'm just have it propped up on literally all of my other tarot decks, and I got this pull right now of this message for somebody. This is a very, very specific message. So please, if it does not resonate, don't try to make it fit. But this is a very specific message for someone who has a loved one that passed on, but I'm picking up energy that it's like their mom. It is your mother figure. So if you have not lost your mother, this reading is not for you. Or if you haven't lost like your mother, your aunt, or grandma, or somebody who was like a mother figure to you, this message is not for you. Like I said, it's a very specific message. I'm getting chills so much right now as I'm picking up on all of this energy. First off, this person, whoever this is, they're very significant with the color red. Like it was their favorite color, they loved red, something with the color red. Very big, very large. Also, like a knit poncho is something that I'm seeing, like it's a over poncho sort of thing. Something with that. And then also gold earrings, something specific, gold jewelry in general. So maybe your mother, this figure for you, this motherly figure for you, wore a lot of red and gold jewelry. And I'm also picking up dark hair. I'm picking up dark hair. But a very soft, feminine, but fierce energy. I don't know why the color yellow is also significant too. Maybe that's just with the gold energy that I'm picking up on. But I'm also picking up energy that for some of you, this isn't for everyone. This is hard because it's a collective reading, but it feels like it's such specific energy that I'm picking up on. This person also loved the holidays, and that's almost why their energy is coming up for you on your For You page right now. Because whoever this video is for, you also didn't click on this video, it showed up on your For You page. It showed up on your For You page. I'm getting chills right now, literally. Like, this is such a specific reading. I don't know who this is for. Where I'm almost even wondering, like, is this for my collective or am I picking up energy for one of my friends? Oh my gosh, maybe I could be. I don't know. I'm still gonna post this though because who knows? I don't know. I'm picking up energy. This is like, whatever. Let's just get into the reading. Okay, what is this that this person is wanting this person to know? The person who's watching this. Queen of Wands. We have Queen of Wands. So they are wanting you to know that the more that you take care of yourself and the more that you start to believe in yourself and nurture yourself, the easier these things that you are wanting to create can have happen for you. This is some energy. Okay, this is what I'm getting with this. Like immediately the Queen of Wands coming out. They want raspberry leaf. Raspberry is very good for women. Like their menstrual pains, you know, if you're having cramps, if you're a female-bodied individual and you get cramps, raspberry tea. I'm speaking from someone with PCOS. I know all of that way too well. But anyways, the energy that I'm getting is like quite literally nurturing. Take care of yourself. But you are on this level where there's something within your life that you feel like is not possible for you to create and make happen. And you're not your spirit guide. This person, this motherly figure that I am picking up on their energy, it's like they are using me as a vessel to not, like they literally want to yell at you, but not like, blah, 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 but they want to be like, why can't you see how great you are? Like that's the energy that I'm getting, and they're using me as a vessel to almost like remind you of that. You wouldn't be having these desires for these things in your life if you weren't capable of making it happen. Stop focusing on your capability and focus on the fact on whether you even actually want this for yourself. That's what I'm hearing for you. Do you even want this? Like, literally, I'm hearing baby. Do you even want this? I don't know if someone's mom called them baby, but that's what I'm hearing. Like, just nurture yourself. I want to cry. They want to cry for you. I'm sorry, I'm just like picking up on this energy. We have 9 of Swords on the bottom and hair in my mouth. They're saying, literally, stop holding yourself. Let this go. You are on a level like letting this go. You are above all of these pains, but truly stop letting these things hold you back. That just because these pains happen doesn't mean you can't experience differently. They want to cry for you. I'm like shaking. What are these blocks that you're experiencing? That was 5. Wow, we're not taking all of those. What are these blocks that collective is experiencing? What are the blocks that my viewer is experiencing right now? You are struggling right now. Oh my goodness. We got Medicine Wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And you're struggling right now to come to a full completion within this healing, within that 9 of Swords energy. And you're being called to just start believing in yourself, start loving yourself on a deeper level. What is this that they're being called to embrace? What is this that they're being called to embrace? What is this the collective is being called to embrace? What is collective being called to embrace? What is this viewer being called to embrace? That was one of the cards that popped out. This was the one that was on top in reverse. You are being called to embrace community, quite literally. You heal through community. Stop isolating yourself. Stop holding yourself back from these things that you truly want from yourself. I don't know why I'm picking up heavy energy, like relationship energy. Like you are afraid to put yourself out there romantically, or just put yourself out there in general. But 5 of Pentacles really represents a level of isolation, self-isolation in terms of conflict and lack of stability on your 3D world. So as you are starting to let go of these conflicts, because it is in reverse, as you are starting to let go of these conflicts, the healing that you are desiring is quite literally going to come out through community. Stop isolating yourself. Stop holding yourself back from seeing your good qualities. The Sun in reverse, you aren't properly recognizing the goodness that you hold within yourself. Something too that is standing out, we have Angelica, which is the root for the Sun card. Angelica is an anti-inflammatory, and it's also when it comes to spiritual properties, it is healing, where it's a releasing, healing sort of spiritual property. So you're being called to literally nurture this isolation that you will put yourself in through during conflicting moments. What's going to help this collective with this, other than the community? What's going to help them? Not you also getting 5 of Swords out here. We have 5 of Swords in reverse. So literally, you are letting go of this conflicting thought that you've been having with yourself. Maybe you've been having third parties who are involved in your life. Like, look at these other people where they were influencing negative thinking within you. But now you are starting to see the real light. And then with that 5 of Swords, we also got the Devil coming out here. So what I'm getting with that is you are being called to let go of these negative coping mechanisms that you know were not serving you. You're being called to embrace this deeper version of yourself that you know exists, these things that you're being called towards. I just want to break down crying. Like I said, I'm picking up on this person, you know, this spirit, essentially. It is essentially one of your spirit guides, but one of your ancestral spirit guides who are really just like pulling at my energy. And they're sad for you because you're holding yourself back from something that is truly going to be changing your life. And they're sad because they want to see you go for this. And they know that you want it so much to the point where, like, I'm being told some of you are literally losing sleep over thinking about this. You can't stop thinking about this. Or you go on your day-to-day life and you just keep having this thing in the back of your thought. Like I said, a huge portion for some of you I'm hearing is relationships. Or it's career aspect. You're afraid to put yourself out there trying something new. But there's a level of manipulation that you've gone through within your thinking too, where you've almost even manipulated yourself. Because if you repeat something enough times, your brain will genuinely start to believe it. And you started convincing yourself of things that were not of serving to you. Were not serving you. Sorry, my camera's starting to fall. My bangs are bugging me. They're not doing what I want them to do today. Anyways, you're being called to literally focus on your healing. Literally got healing. We literally got healing out here. The thing that is going to help you towards your healing is to quite literally actually nurture yourself. Actually take this moment of self-care that you know is going to be leading you to being in a place where you can actually create this thing that you keep desiring. You have that full completion within healing. That's your block right now. You're not fully completing this healing cycle. Yeah, maybe there's a level of you that's working on healing because you have this 5 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles out here in reverse. So there's a lot of conflict that you have experienced, that you have been healing and letting go, but you're not truly stepping through. Okay? I'm hearing that you are allowing yourself to see these things, recognize the pain that you had, and maybe even think on a level of what you do deserve or what you would rather have had happen in those moments, but you're not doing anything about it. What full energy would be helpful for this collective to embrace moving forward? King of Pentacles in reverse. So stop moving in a malicious manner. Instability within these actions, with this devil energy, that's a huge thing that I'm getting. Or like some rigidness that you've been just lack of discipline, lack of alignment. Or maybe even a level of what's the word? Because I don't always read Pentacles as financial. People often read financial or Pentacles as financial. I read it as a 3D sometimes. So, but I am picking up that there is a level of identity being placed within money. Or you care more about money than your own true happiness. And it's caused you to be very stubborn in certain ways. I'm also hearing that for some of you, when it comes to this healing practice, instead of taking those moves to help towards your healing, you almost label it as unproductive because you have money to make. And that's not going to help you whatsoever. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help you whatsoever. This might be a level of like an addictive energy to you, like getting it. Or even maybe, I'm also hearing for some of you, you've been making excuses with certain substances that you've been using as like, oh, this is just like okay. But it's not. It's not. You've been using substances as a form of like escapism away from this. So it's going to be really helpful for you to just kind of step into a level of intention and know why you're doing what you're doing. So you're not moving through things with such of like an exploitive approach. I was going to say approach, but I also started to say response. So maybe that is what it is. Like you've been having exploitive responses. What else? What other healing energy is going to help this collective? Literally trusting your divine... What the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry. Let me breathe. Let me drink some coffee. You know what's cute? My cup today says actually I can. So actually, you fucking can literally follow this divine guidance that you're getting. Like, I love this so much. Your divine guidance tapped into me because you are being so fucking stubborn within this shit. You gotta get up. Like, honestly, that thing you keep thinking about, remind yourself that you are being pulled towards it. And if it works out, you'll be fine. If it doesn't, you'll be fine. But you're being called towards this for a very specific reason, but you have to nurture these thoughts. You have to be kind to yourself. If you sit here and tell yourself that you're a stupid, dumb fucking idiot and you're never going to make this happen, then guess what? You're going to now move into the energy of a dumb fucking idiot who's never going to make this happen. Your words hold power. I'm hearing for some of you to also tap into not subliminals, maybe subliminals, but what's his name? Neville oh my gosh, what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? I've had concussions and I forget things. But way too many concussions. Don't get hit by a car. Pro tip. I've been there, done that, would not do it again. But Neville something. Tap into his manifestation techniques. Your thoughts hold power. The energy, if you are back and forth, if you're back and forth on your thinking, you're like, yes, I want this in the next hour. You're like, no, I can't make it happen. The energy is going to be inconsistent. The energy is not going to know where it goes because you're ping-ponging it back and forth. You need to make a decision, pick up that ball, and take it somewhere. Stop ping-ponging it back and forth on the tennis table. It's not going to help you. Believe in new beginnings! What the fuck? This is exactly what you're working towards. Yes. I love this. I love the cards confirming all of this. Yes. If you resonate with this reading, please let me know because this was so specific. Please let me know.